How you doing today? We're going to do a question and answer video because it was requested by several of my viewers. And I can't answer every one of the questions that they wanted me to answer, but my cameraman back there, I gave him some insight of what my viewers was, asking me. So he jotted some down. So he will be asking me those questions, and in response, he may be responding to some of them. Okay? All right. So I'm ready.
Are you single?
Yes. I am single. And the reason why I say, I don't know why, she's laughing. Because I know.
Because so long to answer.
Yeah, because, okay, it's always, when someone asks a question, it's always a yes or a no answer. But in this case, I have to say yes, because I'm not living with someone, but at the same time, it's kind of like a maybe answer. It's an in-between. The reason why I say that is because I am married, but we do not live together. We're actually separated. So that's why I say I am single. And moving forward, I don't think anything else is going to ever become of it. So therefore, I look at it as me being single. So yes, I'm single for the moment. And I have no desire whatsoever to be involved in any relationship right now. Okay? My main focus is to reach my goals in life and to do YouTube, to get a house and, things like that. I have no time to think about guys right now as far as relationship-wise. That's a big no-no. Okay.
Have you ever thought someone you dated may have been gay, and why?
No.
Okay, as for me, yes. The reason why, it's the simple fact, is because, let me put it like this. Okay, I felt they was gay because, let me tell you something, women, okay? A guy will be in the closet about his sexual preference sometimes, and the way you can kind of tell, not always but most of the time, is because if it's something a female wants to do and the guy rather do it with another male, it's kind of awkward, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, the male comes before the female. That doesn't make sense. Okay, next. Go.
Alright, this is a question I really want to ask. What are your views on parents letting kids hang outside late?
Oh. My view on that is that, ladies and gentlemen, and I must say ladies especially, okay? You being a parent of your own kids, you should not have your kids out in the street all times of night. It's too much going on in this world to be doing that. And see, this is how we subject ourselves to someone doing something to our kids, because it's lack of supervision. You know what I'm saying? It's no way that a child at the age of 7, 6, 5, 8 should be outside at 12, 10, not even 10 o'clock in the night. You know what I'm saying? Without their parents and without supervision. It's very dangerous. It's unsafe. I have once seen a little kid that was out at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he was actually out there alone, going from car to car, asking cab drivers for money. And I was in one of the cars, sitting in the car, and I was like, what is he doing out here this time of the morning? So I'm looking and I'm like, oh, this is so dangerous. I hope that cab driver do nothing to this little boy. So, after a while, the little boy walked away. And then he came down towards where we were. And I let down the window and I said, "Excuse me, why are you out here at this hour?" So he says that his mom left him at the aunt house, but the aunt went out partying. So she left the little boy in the house by himself. So he's out in the street asking for money and begging to go back to Brooklyn, go to another family member house. So I did not want to see anything happen to the little kid at all, because at that hour of the morning, it's so many different type of people out there. I mean, pedophiles, rapists, all kind of things. For that little child to be out there, he was locked out of his house and everything from over his aunt's house. So what I did, I said, okay, you need to come inside the car. I said, and we'll just take you to Brooklyn. And I told him that so that way he'd try to get in the car, so that way I can call the cops to let them know that this little boy is out in the street by himself. And I didn't want nothing to happen to him. So I informed the cops, and the little boy started getting scared. I guess he knew about ACS, the cops or whatever, so he was kind of frantic. I felt kind of bad, but I didn't care about really how he felt. I was thinking about his safety. So I did inform the cops. The cops came, and the little boy really was trying to get out that van. I had a van at the time. He pressed the button. I didn't know, nobody knew what that button was. But he actually pressed that button, got out the side of my car and started he started booking it. And the cops couldn't even catch it. Like big cops, they couldn't really run. So at the time, my friend went around, ran fast as he could, caught the little boy. I didn't believe that he could run that fast, but he did. So they took the little boy. I don't know what happened. I think they must have took him into the precinct to try to contact the parents or whatever. But it's just that, if your kids is out in the street like that and someone is caring enough to try to protect your child, you should be grateful. Even if they end up at ACS, that's nothing compared to where that kid could have been. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, my views on that is really, you got to pay more attention to your child. It's your kids, okay? And stop hanging around. It's no man that is more important than your child. You ain't got to be sitting there hanging around your man, your child in the street. You don't know what your child's at, what they're doing, and nothing like that. You upstairs or whatever, smoking trees. Like, that's the number one thing in the world, because it's not, stay focused on your kid. That's the main thing. So that's my views on that.
Do you feel older people should have more privileges?
As to what?
As to go outside, other stuff like that.
Well, let me put it like this. I feel older people should have more privileges, yes. First of all, they're adults, okay? And it's depending on your age. And if you talk about like a 17-year-old, I'm gonna tell you right now, they can have privileges, yes, but at the same time, a concerned parent still, no matter how old you are, would like to know where you are. It doesn't mean that the parent's gonna follow you. It just means you need to let your parents know where you are at all times. Okay, because you never know what may happen, and they need to know where you said you would be, and you actually went there. That's it. Because if something happened, at least they know what to tell the proper authorities. So that's what I feel. No matter what age they are. I don't care if they're 35. As a parent, I want to know, where are you going? What's the address? I'm not going there, but just for the record, I want to know.
Responsible. All right. Would you date a fan of yours?
Oh, wow. I must say, I don't know what I do. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know what I do. It all depends on the person's personality. It depends on how they are. I don't know. But right now, like I said before, in a previous question, I am not looking to date anyone right now. Okay? I have a lot of responsibilities, and I have a lot of things that I have to do.
Now, Shaquana and Mom, how can you tell when a man is controlling, and what are the signs?
Oh, I can tell you that.
I'll let go first.
I can tell you hands down. Hands down. A man is controlling ladies, okay? And men, I am not leaving you out because you got some crazy women out here just like your crazy behinds, okay? And all I can say is this, it works both ways, okay? So I'm not saying one about one and one not about the other. But I can tell you about the men, okay? Because I don't deal with women. I can tell you about the men. Okay, well, when a man is controlling, first of all, hopefully you don't think that's cute. Because you're going to know the signs because the first thing they're going to start doing is ringing your phone every second. Hello? Where you at? Where you been? How long you going to be there? That's a no-no. Because, see, that's going to be a pattern. And that's something where they trying to figure out if you with somebody and this and that. You know, they call it every second. It's annoying. And then they do stuff like try to tell you what you should wear, what you shouldn't wear. You know what I'm saying? And then it's, you know, just control. Once a guy try to have that control over you, it's scary. And that's a form of, insecurity. Yeah, definitely insecurity on their behalf. So I will advise you, if you have any guy who's doing that, who's calling you constantly, that you can't even take a shower unless they calling you on the phone. You can't step a foot into a sock unless they calling you on the phone. I know somebody that do this, and I'm telling you, I was involved with them years ago, right? So many years ago, you would think that nobody liked each other, me or him. But he had the nerve to tell me he still had a crush on me, and I told him he didn't because it was so disgusting that he said it. I didn't even want to hear it. And this guy called me constantly trying to get me to go over there just to keep him company. And that was so annoying, knowing that I was married. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, you know what? Okay, this is what is going to have to happen. You cannot call me no more. You cannot text me no more. So what I did was block them. And I was told him never do it again because it would never, ever, 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 never be anything between us. So that is a sign of control. So please do not deal with it, all right? And another thing, if a guy ever even lay hands on you, leave him alone because he's going to do it again. And every time he does it, it's going to get worse, all right? It's something you could do about it. If they lay their hands on you, do what you got to do, but don't stay around.
She said everything. You said everything.
All right, last question. Have you dated someone that has a crush on you that you dated in the past?
Well, I just answered that question, and I didn't know that one was coming. I probably would have saved it, but yes, that's the same person I was just talking about in the last question.
No, I don't think so. No.
All right, so is that the end of the questions?
Yeah, no more questions.
Okay, so YouTube, I hope you learned something from this as well as me answering these questions. I just would like for you to continue to be safe. Aim for your goals. And ladies, pay more attention to your children. All right? All right. You know, on my channel, I try to keep everything as real as possible. Like, I am really real. So, I appreciate you guys. I really love each and every last one of you. Even the haters, it doesn't matter. You know, it's sad that you're a hater, some of you, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. But I still love you anyway. So, right now, I'm going to discontinue this conversation and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you have on your post notifications. Share this video. And wait for our next video coming later today. Later, YouTube.